Hey guys, welcome to our June supplemental video. I'm in Texas at the moment, and this lesson has come at a pretty perfect time. They always do. Sometimes it takes a while for me to realize how perfect they are, but the gift is always there. I listened to this and I took more notes than I normally do because it brought up a lot of reminders for me about who I actually am versus what my demeanor portrays. I apologize. There's going to be wind. The audio is not going to be so great on this because I'm outside in 90-degree weather. But it's better than being inside our RV, which is quite messy at the moment. Trying to embrace the chaos there. So I definitely believe in a friendly universe. I adamantly, stubbornly, argumentatively believe that the universe is friendly. And I could go on an entire video about why I believe that to be true. It just has to be true for me. I can't function in a world where it's not, and there's enough evidence to suggest that it is. But it's the one thing that I will really argue about. I won't argue with other people, but I just think it has to be true. So in this month's video, when she's talking about being willing to believe in a friendly universe, I thought about how I'm feeling at the moment, sort of braced, feeling sort of chaotic, out of my element down here in a lot of heat when I'm accustomed to mild summers. And I realized that I believe that the universe is friendly if I have my stuff together. But if I don't have my stuff together, I don't believe. I don't think, there's something, I watch my demeanor, and what it tells me is that I believe that the universe is friendly, but only if I do a good enough job. Much like you might experience with having been a kid, you get to go to the park, but only if you get your chores done first. Now, it's not hard for me to get my chores done, so most of the time this isn't an issue. I'm light on my feet, I have a lot of energy, I'm quick to be helpful. I usually have my stuff together. But when I'm in a new element, say on a extended road trip with my kids, my stepkids, when I normally only have them for at most maybe 5 days, or if we're on the longest vacation we've ever taken is 10 days together. So now we're at nearly 20 days, and we're still down here. We still have to drive back. So you can see that this isn't the element I'm normally in, and it's hot, and to have air conditioning, we have to be inside our RV, which we live in, right? So it's a smaller space with a lot of kids. There's not the peace that I'm accustomed to getting peace on a regular basis. Every 4 or 5 days, I have time to myself. I haven't had that. And the weather's sort of hard on me. I love it, but I have to move a lot slower, and then I get hard on myself. I'm also eating a little bit differently, having a harder time, like I did in the last video, planning what I'm gonna eat because we're out with family a lot. We're doing a lot of activities, which are a lot of fun, but can be sort of chaotic. So I feel myself brace, and I go, well, the universe isn't gonna be friendly. I gotta get my stuff together. I have to do these things and I can't do them. So I stop looking for the universe to be friendly, and I start behaving as if there's no way that this day is going to go well. The kids have sunburns, but we want to be outside. What are we going to do? I haven't had a chance to go grocery shopping in a couple of days, or we're going to a family event and one of my kids is a picky eater. And so I just take each one of these as examples as why it's not going to work, because I don't have my stuff together, and I brace. My body doesn't like bracing. And what tends to happen is I get exhausted, which I could be tired anyway because of the heat, but I get exhausted. And then I don't take as good care of myself. And just like in the last video where I realized that if I plan my meals out in advance, it's easier, that looks like effort. And I want no more effort because I feel like I've efforted as much as I can, and I don't have my pockets of time that are quiet and easy. And I totally forget that the universe is friendly, and I start to behave as if it all depends on me getting my stuff together, and I can't. So then I start the day and I start in this bracing mode. Like, what do I have to get done in order to get 5 minutes of peace or whatever? And I'm not saying, like, I'm not having a meltdown here. I can just feel my internals getting tight. So this lesson comes at a pretty perfect time for me to remember that I really absolutely believe in a friendly universe. So it let me dig into where is the breakdown for me. And it's, I think, in expecting myself to hold it all together and me to be the one that has to make this work. And that takes me back to one of the earlier lessons where Laura talked about having a co-pilot. I don't have an exact answer for myself in how to believe, how to get back to really believing in a friendly universe, like how to act as if that is true. But I do find it very refreshing to have questioned the way in which I'm behaving. And I think I'm just going to let go and see what happens. So I was just in the clubhouse here at the campground, sitting on their ancient couch, meditating and writing and like really chewing on what I want to talk about. And I came to this going, listen, I don't have to know how to do this. I just have to know who I am. And I am one who is enthusiastic and eager and helpful, and not because it earns me 5 minutes of peace or because then I can lobby for having the RV to myself. You know, that's not it. It's because it's who I am. And that felt good to remember who I am. I believe in the universe being friendly. I believe that in any given day, there's dozens of little gifts that are tucked in there. And when I am relaxed and checked in with myself, they show up. And I know for a fact that I can't do that while I'm bracing, or it's much more difficult. So putting time, maybe it is, putting time in there, making a priority of putting time in there for myself to decompress is important. I don't know. I think maybe it's not quite the right moment to choose what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, it's not quite. That's not what I'm supposed to be doing right here. Just acknowledging, oh yeah, I do believe in a friendly universe. And it's not based on whether or not I have my stuff together. The universe is bigger than that. It's okay to believe in it and wait to see how it turns out. So I came back to the RV after writing and thinking about it and feeling so much better, and walk in and everybody's enthusiastically getting ready to go swimming. I didn't have to do any of that. I didn't have to make sure that the kids had towels or sunscreen or whatever. Like, it's happening. The RV is a mess. And we're happy to be spending the morning together. And that's okay. You know, that's the universe being friendly. It's not about spending all morning getting things perfect and meal prepping and getting everything tidy. Although I do like that. I really do like that. But the whole point to doing those things is so that you can have these moments where everybody's cohesive. And I show up and it's chaotic, but everybody's cohesive. So there it is, right? Anyhow, I'm hoping that Laura's lesson this month struck you as well as it did me. And I feel like I'm, after a week of being here just outside of Austin, I'm going to see what it feels like to just surrender to some of the chaos, some of the novelty of it, of being somewhere different with my family that I adore. I'm going to go swimming now. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon.